for a bitch, baby daddy. Swear them niggas love it when a bitch get nasty. I ain't wanna come up out my bed, but I'm in my fashion. And tell them hating assholes to bring the bag in. Bitch mad, why? Cause the wagon that I'm dragging. If the fun sway, I know you hoes don't have it. Shaking ass for a bitch, baby daddy. Shaking ass for a bitch, baby daddy.
Alright. First off, state your name.
Hi, I'm Janelle. You know, my dance name or my nickname, because I had this name before I was a dancer, is Rain. My Instagram is Rain Exotica 813 on Instagram. Yes.
Okay, so we're here to talk about your upbringing and some things that you might have experienced in life, where life has taken you now, and where you may see yourself in the future. So just to start off, where did you grow up at?
In Tampa, Florida. I pretty much grew up in a lot of different neighborhoods because we were on low income. So, you know, my mom
Everybody was
around.
Yeah.
We pretty much moved wherever, you know, we had found a place, and it was like, you know, living there. So I went to a lot of different middle schools, but mostly I lived in Sulphur Springs, near Busch Gardens area.
Okay. And what was it like living over there?
The hood.
Like, what's some things that you might get into living in the hood?
Well, I went to Copeland Park, so I was into a lot of sports. I cheerleaded. I played softball.
Oh, that's
like, I was really like into a lot of activities. My mom, she didn't really like allow us in the streets, so I was pretty much in like the parks area.
What was your relationship like with your mom?
I mean, she worked a lot. My mom was a working woman. She had like 2 jobs, or any other job she could do. She just, you know, picked up any job. So we pretty much would be at the park until like 9 o'clock every night, and then we would come home and then get ready for bed, and then, you know, start our day the next day. But my mom, she pretty much worked from 6 a.m. to, you know, 9 p.m. at night. So
really 6 a.m. till 9 p.m.?
Yes.
Was she working 2 jobs?
2 jobs.
Oh, yes. Man. So you guys really got to see your mom?
Yeah, pretty much. But, you know, when she was there, she still did stuff for us. My mom would pick me up from school and, like, sign me out early and then do fun stuff on, like, her day off.
So she did, like, spend that time?
Yeah, she did spend time with us.
Okay.
But for the most part, she was working. My dad was definitely in my life.
He was in your life?
Good life, yeah.
Good, yeah.
I have a good dad.
You had a good dad?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So what was high school like for you?
I was prom queen. Well, we call it Fairy's Princess, but I was like very popular. I knew a lot of people.
What high school
Everybody
did you
was
go to?
cool with me. I went to Chamberlain all 4 years. I graduated in 2011. So yeah, I loved high school.
You loved high school?
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, that's good. Sounds like you had a pretty good life.
I did. I think childhood was, because I like I was saying, like my mom, you know, she always say like she couldn't really love me because she didn't love herself. She was on drugs. So at that time, like we didn't know, but you know, still didn't have everything that we desired and all that stuff, or live like a great life. But you know, we had struggles, but we didn't know her struggles and stuff like that. But yeah, she was like more of a functional one. You know, we always had lights on, cable, all that stuff. But I was just saying, like, that's what made me. Like, the struggle is kind of what make you see, like, a better life. Like, you could have been in private schools. We could have been doing all that stuff, but we still, you know, like, it doesn't matter. Those people become on drugs. They still turn out bad.
Just because they got a better life, they may not. It may not lead them in the path that's the right path.
My struggle is what made me want to hustle hard and be the way that I am because of my struggle.
You saw the struggle and you seen like, I don't want to do that. I want different. I want a different outcome.
Right.
So okay, after high school, what was your plans?
Well, I didn't really have any plans. I just started at like HCC taking classes, but I didn't really have any like desire to do anything. I probably was just like home all the time, you know. I would take some trips to Miami to visit my friend, and you know, we just hang out, but I wasn't really doing anything like in particular. While I was in high school though, I was a lifeguard. So
You was a lifeguard?
Yes, for the city of Tampa Aquatics.
That's different.
Yeah, so I was a lifeguard. I could swim before I could walk. Like when I was 9 months old, I was like swimming.
Really?
Like in 11 feet of water.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
That's interesting.
That's why I like always say I'm a mermaid. My middle name's Ariel also. So I was born a mermaid. But yeah, I like to swim. So I did make a lot of money doing that. You know, when you're a student, you tax exempt, so you get all your money. So I pretty much was just working for the city and not really having no real long-term goal. Just like, you know.
You like coming up, you had a lot of things. You had a lot of things in life that you were doing. Like you were a lifeguard, softball, all of that. Like you never thought to go into sports?
Well, I had a tragedy when I was like 15. I got hit by a car.
Oh.
So like I just like a lot of things kind of changed for me. I got ran over actually.
You got ran over
by a car.
Was it like life threatening?
It was really but it was like I was unable to walk for a little bit, you know, like just not being able to be outside or do certain things. So that kind of like took me away from my sports. So when I got like 15, 16, I ended up like
dreams
just,
kind of
I was like, I don't really care about sports as much.
Now, are you comfortable expressing what drugs your mom was on?
She was on crack.
Crack.
Yes.
Okay.
But she actually got clean and sober on her own. She didn't do any like drug program. She just was like one day she just wanted to stop and just so I really do commend her. And
it's even strength that she was on it and you guys didn't know.
Right.
That's like she showed some strength. Like that's different because most drug addicts they can't hide it. Like you know what I'm saying? So I commend your mom greatly for that, especially keeping up with you guys and making sure she still did. Because a lot of people I hear the stories and their moms just kind of they're on it and their moms just
that's exactly what I say. Like at the end of the day, it wasn't as bad. Like we were all four of us was still in the same house.
Yeah, 4 siblings.
Yeah, I have 3 siblings other than me, so 4 of us total. But so we were all in the same house. We all, you know, we were good. Like it wasn't like a bad traumatizing.
That's cool.
But I don't know, you know, it may have affected me later on, but I still feel like I'm a strong person because of the things that I went through as a kid, or you know, the neighborhoods I lived in. Like you know,
anything as a kid like stuck out for you? Like anything, like do you remember like now, like do you think back like something that stuck out for you as a kid? Like,
dancing. Like I've always been a dancer. My mom wanted me to dance at like Busch Gardens or like maybe a showgirl kind of dancing, because I always did like choreography dancing. You know, like I said, I was on the step team, cheerleading, dance team. Like that was just always something for me. I like flipping, I like doing stuff like that. So
like you were already into like the acrobatic type.
So that like kind of tied into being like a performer. You know, when you perform, you actually put on a show. You perform. You know, you be comfortable, because dancing is not easy. It's like people think, oh, I'm gonna put these boots on and go make some money. Like you really have to like you can't be shy, you can't be timid, because you know. Okay,
so now that we're here, so dancing, that's kind of what led you into it, the fact of
no, my ex-friend, we're still cool, but we don't talk as much. But she was in Miami, and she was going down there, and she was going to school down there, and we had a mutual friend, and he was like, he wanted to manage us, and he had some bookings for us, like, you know, whatever. So I already started off in the game like doing a booking. So I was like, all right, I'll do it, shit, you know. So my first booking, I made $300 to come to the event, plus I made like $500 or $600 profit, like in ones or whatever. So I was like, yeah, this is for me. Like I made this fast, and it was only in like 1 hour. So I was, and then you know, I was a host. It was like when Keisha Kaora was trying to do the hosting thing. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna come, you know, be a host. We drank. They gave us a bottle. Like it was all love, you know. So,
this was at a club.
Yeah, it was at a club in Lakeland, Florida. Bar Red or something like that.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of that.
We went and did that event, and then it's a club called Charlotte's on Nebraska and like Fletcher.
I know what you're talking about.
Right, and the promoter there, or the owner, I don't know what he was. I think he was like the owner or a manager or whatever. He asked, you know, my manager was booking us events, and he got us that event on Sunday, and it was like their biggest night. So when I started going there, we were getting free. Our first time they paid us, and then we just did a stage set. But then I realized, like, you know, you can dance all night and make more money. So I was like, well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start coming here on Sundays. I didn't have to pay a house. And then more promoters were hitting up my manager, like, oh, you got these 2 girls, let me see what they can do. Like, we want them on our events and all that stuff. So that's kind of how I came in the club. And then I started Hush on Monday from one of the other promoters, and then I just was like, you know.
So it was just kind of like, for you, it was just easy money.
Yeah, it was just like quick money, fast, fun. You know, it's you getting paid to party, so it's like
pretty much.
Shit, yeah.
So like, why not?
Yeah, so that's what I did.
How did your family feel when you started doing that?
Well, I don't think my mom, you know, she don't really mind it. You know,
Yeah.
she gonna promote me to the day she dies.
she
like,
one of those proud moms. Like, yeah.
But my dad, I never really told him. Like, he ended up finding out. Like, he ended up divorcing his wife later on, and he ended up dating this lady. And the girl's daughter showed him my Instagram.
Oh Lord!
So that's how he like saw that I
so
was.
So she was like a follower of you.
Yeah, but she went to my school. She went to Chamberlain with me.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know that, but I guess the dad. Yeah.
Small
so
world.
my dad found out, but he like told me, you know, I don't pay your bills. You know, you're a grown woman. He's like, I always knew you'd be a hustler. Like, he's just, you know, so.
So he wasn't against it, but he wasn't necessarily for it.
Yeah, like even now though, I talk to him and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to work and stuff, and he don't say nothing like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that or anything, but he not gonna be like, oh, well, where you working at, girl? Like, you know, like,
you're like, he ain't finna hype it, but okay.
Yeah, so
I get it. So you kind of had a pretty easy process. Like everything was pretty.
Yeah, it was kind of destined. Not that's what you're supposed to be, but yeah.
It kind of just fell in your lap. Like, because most girls, it's like a trauma story, and then it's like, oh, let me hear it. With you, it's just like, shit, why not?
Yeah, but when I first started dancing, you know, I had a boyfriend before that when I was in a 4-year relationship. So, you know, he was a dope boy. He was doing a lot of stuff for me. So I did kind of want to maintain that lifestyle. So that's what kind of, you know, the money is the motive. So, yeah.
Right. But how did he feel when you started?
I wouldn't know. He came to the club to tip me, so I guess he okay with it. He okay with it.
Okay. So what is like life of a dancer? Like what are some things that you guys go through on a personal level?
Just like now that I'm older, I realize like it's all energy. So like being at a club, it's like you dealing with all these different energies, and then now people are drunk, so they're not themselves. So it's just like it's just a bunch. So if the biggest thing is just like being able to release all that stuff and, you know, not taking it home with you or like carrying it around with you all day.
Like leaving what's at the club. Like,
right. And just everything though. Friendships, all that stuff. I had to learn that later on, that the club is the club, and, you know. So
speaking of friendships, like there's a saying about like there's no friends in the game. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't think that is all the way true, because at the same time, like, everybody there for a reason. You know, we all, like I said, money is the motive, so we all are there for a reason. Some people get too deep into their motive and they forget other things around them. But some people still have a conscience and a heart, so you don't want to just, because one person did you wrong, you want to continue to be nasty to other people. Exactly, because you might mess up on a great friendship. So I don't feel like that. I don't think that everybody's like that.
So you still like give people a chance? And
I try to, but I've already, you know, a lot of people don't mess with me because they feel like I'm just, you know, a threat or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. So.
Have you had some situations in the club that didn't go right?
Yeah, I mean, I've built relationships with friends where we were cool and we were making a lot of money, but, you know, they be envious and they do backstabbing shit, and then it's just like, you know, play victim and hide their hand or whatever the case is. But I don't worry about it because it always end up showing, you know, like the common denominator always ends up showing. So it's like I just sit back and let it be what it is.
The real outcome and who's really
I just mind my business and try, you know. But like I said, I don't want that person that hurt my feelings or hurt me as a person to affect the relationships I have with other people going forward in my life.
Okay.
So
any relationships like you miss?
No, they're gone for a reason.
Right. Like that's saying, like,
but it's like a relationship though. Like if you were with somebody for 4 or 5 years, then it's like y'all break up. Everything that you did in the past was a memory, so it's kind of hard to forget that person. So it is like if you know, you're around somebody and you try to talk about it. But I'm a Libra girl. I would have a mental funeral at any time. Like I got my all black on because it's dead to me. Like it's dead. Like I don't even, you know, like that's just my personality.
So how much money are you comfortable expressing? How much money, the most amount of money you made in a night?
Well, my birthday parties I always make like, my last birthday party I made like $22,000.
What?
Yeah.
I'm about to.
Hopefully this year will be better.
22?
Yeah.
In one night?
Yeah. In 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes? What the fuck?
Yeah. You gotta have a birthday set, girl. I'm telling you.
I'm about to. Shit.
Since I came in the game, I've had like 5 parties.
5 parties.
I feel like we've made people like do it because a lot of girls been doing more parties lately than they ever done. But, yeah. I love it though.
So do you work the pole?
Yeah, I'm good at it. I feel like now I'm kind of a little lazy because I don't really have to. But I do want to.
Like you done made your name out there. You kind of get.
Well, it's not even that because you never like the club I work at G5. It's not a lot of customers that are from Tampa that come in there. So it's like a lot of people that are just traveling and they Googling the club and they like, oh, I want to come here. So I still got to put up on a performance no matter what. You never know who's watching you, but. I just be lazy. Like I did work in Miami at the office for a while, and you don't gotta do nothing.
You gotta do nothing.
Yeah, so I need to break up some of my strength back. But
do you have to like work out to keep that up, or
it's a workout in itself? But you know, just doing it more often because I don't do it. Like I'm saying, like
okay. So what is dating like for a dancer?
It's I don't know. It's pretty good, but then it has its downfalls because of course I just feel like when a guy sees you and they see you doing your thing, they see an independent woman, they love it, they want to be with you, they want to see, damn, like she on her shit, like then when they get with you and they see you doing all this stuff, then they're like, well damn, you can't be with me, you can't spend time with me. It's like, you know, you always on the go, or it's just like when you're not on the go, you want to be sleep and chill.
You want to rest,
like it's hard. They want to change your life sometimes from being so like independent or like, you know, this is hard.
Does it ever get like jealous? Like do they get?
Well, I was in a 4-year relationship with somebody and the last 2 years of it was very abusive.
Abusive?
Yes. Oh, don't bring your guy to the club. Oh, he was a strip club guy actually.
So there's like a thing there. Like strip club guys.
Yeah, you don't want to like a customer, somebody that's always at the club. Okay. You don't want to do that, but you know, like guys, they'll do anything to get you, and then when they get you and they see that you don't give a fuck about them, then they'll try to hurt your feelings or do certain things to you.
Fuck
and
nigga type
like,
shit.
Yeah, and then you feed into it because it's just like you immature still.
Yeah.
I was really immature, but
you
now I'm like more
grown.
I just feel, very.
So
very
now,
so.
Touch bases on the abuse. So how long did the abuse last?
Like 2 years. I mean, yeah, like 2 years.
What were some of the things like he would be abusive about?
Just like breaking my phones. He broke 11 phones in 1 year. Yes, I broke 11 phones in 1 year.
What?
Thank God for insurance. But yes, 11 phones.
They let you file that many claims?
No, I had to start over like 3 times, but I did have like 3 claims each time.
Okay.
But yes, it was just horrible.
Wow.
I had to buy a few out. It was bad.
Wow.
And
what made you
like,
stay so long?
You get used to certain things. Like, you know, like when you dealing with somebody, you don't want to go and have to deal with somebody else, and then you don't put in all this effort. It's like, and then you do think a person gonna change. You think, oh, okay, well, I did do something that pissed him off. Like I was like I said, I was a dancer, so he do something to make me mad, I'm gonna do it worse on you. Like I'm gonna talk to the bossiest nigga with way more money than you.
So you would do little stuff.
So yeah, but it's never right for a man to do that. So I'm not gonna say that that's an excuse, but. Yeah, and then like when he fight me, I'm gonna fight you back. Like you're not.
Oh, it ain't just gonna be and I lay down. Okay. 3
in this bitch. So yeah, so it used to just be bad, and it was toxic. Like now that I'm older, I'm like people be like they're toxic. I don't want that. I don't even deal with people that do that. But a lot of the abuse did come from me not giving a fuck. Like I always have a I don't give a fuck attitude.
Like nonchalant.
I'm very nonchalant. So like it used to make him so angry. Like damn, she leaving me. Like oh yeah, bitch, I ain't coming back for like a month. So you better get this ass right now.
Leave for a month.
I would be gone for like block him on everything, and he still find a way to come find me at the club.
Tough.
Yeah.
You tough.
Yeah.
So what are some things that you are looking for in a man?
Well, right now I'm focusing on trying to better myself as a woman, so then I can, you know, then we can get there. Yeah, but for right now though, like I do love a person that is a gentleman. It has to be really sweet and loving and just caring and probably quiet and chill, like because I'm a little bit hybrid. Yeah, I don't like all that extra stuff, so he would have to be like laid back.
Do you see like kids in your future?
Oh yeah, for sure, but you know, for now we eat them.
Okay, so I'm looking at what some people want to ask you.
Oh Lord.
I won't show you what this say, and you tell me if you're comfortable answering. I mean, I feel like those we kind of touch bases on, but
that's like so. It's so many things that we can like go through with that situation, but I don't know if I feel comfortable talking about it because
let's not.
Yeah,
because that's not what that's not. So, do you have an exit strategy for dancing, or how long do you see yourself doing it?
Well, it's very hard to say how long because it's like I am trying to set myself up for me to be able to make the money that I make or more, but it's reality, that's just a job that's like free money. It's easy money. It's kind of hard for a person to, transfer and change. But I don't know. It's hard because bitch call you and be like, it's a party on the line. You gonna be like, oh damn, how much money can I make? Like even if you are like financially on something, like who would not want to pass up $2,500 free dollars? You're like, damn, I could make $2,500.
I hear that a lot.
Or $1,200 even. That's still like somebody's whole paycheck. So it's
like
kind of
an hour is like it's hard to really walk away from that. I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, for me to walk away, it would just be like my mind frame because I've already been, going through this. That's why I'm trying to hustle and, just hustle as much as I can because we don't know where the world gonna be at right now at this point.
Right.
So
you're right.
I'm just trying to hustle and, buy some properties and flip some houses and do some stuff like that.
So you're into real estate?
Yeah, I really do. I really like doing that.
So when you started, did you see yourself doing it this long?
Never. No.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it almost 7 years. 7 years.
7 years?
7 years.
So you didn't see yourself this long?
No.
But you also look like, this money too good.
It's like very hard for you to just, because I make my own schedule. Like I could really just work one day out the week, and that's what I normally used to do. Just work one day out the week.
That's crazy.
And be like, oh, I'm gonna make make your whole $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and be like, all right, I'm good.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, like work 2 nights and you be like, I'm good. I don't gotta work for the rest of the week. Now you got your whole day. But those are the days that I probably should be, putting them into things that matter.
So how do you keep up your image? Because you have like a nice figure. How does someone how do you maintain that?
Well, like I said before, I did play sports in my past, so I did already have a nice setup and a nice body. But I invested in myself. I didn't pay for it. Somebody else did. But yeah, you just, I met him at the club, so shit, you know what I'm saying? It's that lifestyle. Like somebody paid for it. You just get your titties done, your body done, whatever you want to do,
Do you now something like that? Do you have to constantly go, or is it like a one?
No, some bitches got to constantly go. They've been thousands of times, but me, I've only been once. I've got my boobs done. That was one time, and then I did my body.
So that's twice.
Yes.
Your doctor.
Yes. Yes. But like I said, I had a good setup, so I think that's where it come from. Because a lot of girls that are meant to be fat, you cannot stop your fat.
Right, it's gonna be there. It's hereditary.
Or if you are fat, you just gotta work out.
Yeah.
But dancing and stuff, that is like working out.
Yeah. So that's kind of high.
Then I pick the weeks when I be like, oh, I want to work out, or I'll go like for 4 or 5 days consistently, and then I'll stop. So
you kind of just lucky.
Yeah.
At this point,
yeah, it's genetics. But as you get older, it might pause.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah.
Then you get a baby, and then that's why I tell girls when they're young and they do that to themselves, you really don't know how your body gonna transform and be. Like you gotta wait until you at least 24, 25 to do that.
So you feel like, because some of them are starting at 18, right out of high school.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
senior
they
year
just do it. Oh, okay, I want to go get my body done
because it's popular.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to do that because you never know how you gonna spread. You spread, you have a baby, you spread, you gonna look different. So you don't want to put on all that
your money.
weight. Yeah, and I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to get married. I want my ass to look nice in my wedding dress and not so big, and try to take all that away later on when you get older, looking all weird and shit.
Okay. So do you have any advice for somebody like young trying to come into it?
I personally wouldn't be like, oh, come and dance and be a stripper. But if somebody asked me, I would give them the rundown and tell them the game. But, bitches turn 18 every day and want to do this. But it's not that. I feel like you should be 21 to be a dancer and be in a club. Because you're around
18?
drinking. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They put X's on your hands.
Oh, so you can't drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean, people probably still sneak and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like you just really don't have that development of your brain or your
Yeah.
like you just not.
So you say 21.
Yeah, and especially different clubs. It depends on what club they're at because it is so much going on in the club that you can be, you know.
Any bad club experiences you've had? Like anything happened in the club, like somebody trying to slip you a roofie or something?
Oh
no experiences like that.
No, I've seen somebody die, like get shot, like a couple times.
Couple times,
yeah.
Not just
like I saw the person take that ass breath, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. Was it a dancer or?
No, it was a guy in the club, and he was like wilding and doing all that. Yeah.
Was that something? Was that traumatizing? Like, or
it was just sucks because our car was in the crossfire, so we had to wait there until 9 a.m. the whole first 48-hour kind of thing. So it was like
they wouldn't let y'all leave.
We didn't see anything, so I was just like, you know, trying to just get my car. My car didn't get hit with any bullets or anything, but we still were in the rope of that.
Okay,
so
yeah. Damn, that's interesting.
But yeah, so I've seen a couple crazy things like that, but.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you would like to express, or any?
Just if you're gonna be a dancer, I feel like you should definitely set goals. You will lose focus of your goals, but try to always set long-term and short-term goals because the long-term goals are gonna be the goals that you know in the long term, but the short-term goals are gonna be the ones that get you to the long-term goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like just set a goal, make a budget for sure. Because, like, when I first started dancing, I used to just, you know, buy so much stuff that I didn't need or just be spending it and didn't really realize where it was going. So, yeah, just make a budget of what you want to make out of a week and then try to stick to that and what you want to spend. I have different credit cards. Well, not credit cards, but debit cards. One for, like, you know, my bills and then one for like spending stuff, and just try to make something for you. If you need to talk to a financial advisor, that would be good. Try to like just talk to somebody that can help you kind of set your money up so that because in this lifestyle we get paid by what we want to do, and then we are in this lifestyle, so it becomes like, you know, it costs a lot. Like to do certain things, we think, oh, well, I made this amount of money, I'm gonna make it this week anyways, or you know, but it's never consistent. So you just never know. You can't just hope like that. You can't already have your money spent before you get it. So just being like aware of where your money is going and
that's good advice.
Stuff like that. Because
I know a lot of strippers that, you know, they like they say it comes so fast it just goes like that. Like, so that's good advice. That's good advice. I mean, I'm all out of questions, and I feel like we touched bases on a lot. Thank you so much.